Chosen ones, empaths. One thing I want you to realize, right, is through the course of the relationship, possibly even from the beginning, however long it took for the narcissist to actually act on it. But their families, they're flying monkeys. Well, their families are flying monkeys as well. But they conspired with them. The narcissist conspired with these flying monkeys about you. They gossiped about you. They backbit you. They slandered you. They smeared your name. And every time you weren't around, you would be the topic of conversation about what you're not doing or what you did wrong. This, that, the other. Covert narcissists probably wouldn't even bring this up to your face. But they conspired with these individuals. Right. And then you might be back there on another given day at a dinner party or, family meal or Christmas or some celebration or holiday. And they'll all be smiling at you. Hi, how are you? Smiling, And you as an empath will be doing your most, helping them, being kind, possibly buying them gifts for holidays, celebrations. Meanwhile, they're conspiring with the same people that were smiling in your boat, smiling in your face, right? And it's sick and twisted, right? And there's a quote from a religious scripture, and it says that backbiting is like eating the flesh of your dead brother, right? It's like eating the flesh of your brother, eating the flesh of your dead brother. And I absorbed a lot of truth within that, because it is. They backbit you, slandered you, smeared you, gossiped about you, And some of the stuff they were saying might had some slight, ever so slight inkling of truth within it. But then it was projected out of all proportion, right? And you just become the enemy, And then when you'd come in from work or you'd come back, hush, 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 hush. Be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. Shh. Hi, how are you? And it would be all like that again. And this went on for extended periods of time. And you did not realize about the amount of gossip that was given on your name, the amount of smearing, right? The amount of slander, the amount of backbiting, right? And this was going on. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It will take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. This was going on for extended amounts of time, while you was unknowing to it happening. I was unknowing to it happening. It was happening. This is what they do. Because this is a form of supply based off you. If you wasn't in the situation, they'll be talking about someone else or their new supply. Same thing will roll on. Okay? But eventually, whether you were discarded or you had to cut them off, right? And the relationship ended. Okay? And momentarily the narcissist feels relief, or they feel like they can do better, or they feel like they can get someone else. And then that plan fails miserably when they go back out into the dating market, because they look more like trash than when you first met them. Their bodies look like they're decomposing. They're withering away. They haven't got the same charm that they used to have. They carry a lot of baggage now, and emotional baggage with them. They can't pair bond anyway. Even in their first relationship, they couldn't pair bond because they're a narcissist. The narcissist actually begins to turn on the very flying monkeys they conspired with. The very flying monkeys that they smeared your name about, backbit you, slandered you, gossiped about you, dragged your name through the mud. The narcissist turns on them. So I'm telling you, when it's quiet, you haven't heard from them, believe me, there's turmoil going on within the dimensions of their households, their family households, because the narcissist will blame their flying monkeys. And when I mean flying monkeys, their own parents are flying monkeys in some cases. Their sisters, their brothers, their whatever is flying monkeys. Their friends is flying monkeys. The narcissist will turn on them. The narcissist will start to say, you ruined my relationship. You done this. You done that. Because you see, the reason why the narcissist does this, right? Even though it's partly true, they're still obtaining supply over your name. And the narcissist will turn really bitter and twisted towards the ones they actually conspired with. They're like a bunch of witches around the cooking pot at the time when they was conspiring about you, right? Witches or wizards or warlocks, whatever you want to call them, all conspiring around this cooking pot, chucking stuff in. Oh, so-and-so's this. Oh, so-and-so's that. Oh, so-and-so's this. So-and-so did this. So-and-so did that. And they were brewing this big pot with a big spoon, stirring it all around. Big wooden spoon, stirring it up. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Eventually, when you're out of the picture, you're getting on with your life. Not necessarily moved on, but you're getting on with your life. You're healing. You've been through the dark days. You've been crying. You've been through the tears. You've been through the pain. You're getting on with your life. Maybe possibly you're getting up to go into work, or possibly you're at home looking after your children, or whatever you're doing your day-to-day living. These lot are at each other's throats. Trust me, they're at each other's throats. Because and the narcissist is blaming all of them. The narcissist holds no responsibility. The narcissist doesn't say to themselves, oh, I actually initiated this. I actually initiated this with the flying monkeys. The narcissist doesn't recollect that, doesn't come to that way of understanding. The narcissist will blame them. They'll get into bitter, twisted, sour arguments, right? The flying monkeys have no backbone anyway, right, to stand up to the narcissist, because the narcissist is the leader of their pack, right? They've got they'll just try and appease the narcissist. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean, no, and they'll try and appease the narcissist, and the narcissist will soak up a little bit of mediocre supply from them, but realistically, it will be all fuel based off you, your name will be coming back up, your name will be circulating again, and then this is the thing, you'll become the good person. The narcissist will put a spin on things, like they always do. They'll put a spin on things, and it will be like, oh, I had a great relationship. You lot ruined it. You lot got involved. You should have just let me get on with my life. Because this is all of the narcissists regret about losing us. This is what happens. This is what happens. The narcissist won't come up to us and tell us this. But this is what happens behind closed doors. So, this is why I don't want you lot being sad, being worried, when you haven't heard from the narcissist. Trust me, your name's still circulating around their vicinity. Your name's still coming out of their mouths, But it's no longer backbiting. It's no longer gossip. It's no longer smearing your name. It's no longer slander. It's no longer backbiting, eating the flesh of your dead brother. It's actually putting you in a revaluation place. Like they revalue you. Like you was this perfect person that the flying monkeys ruined, right? But the flying monkeys have no backbone to stand up to the narcissist to say, hey, yo, you're the one that told us that he's this, that, the other, or she's this, that, the other. Don't come and trouble me with that. You're the one that said it. I was just being a listening ear. They don't say that. They'll appease the narcissist. Oh, narcissist, oh, sorry, narcissist. I didn't mean to, no, oh, sorry. Like, they won't defend themselves, right? And they'll try their best to worm their way back into the narcissist good books. But this is really what happened. And I would love for some of your comments, some of you in the comments to, if you can, leave a comment, because it really does happen. And this is what they do. This is what they do, This is really what they do, okay? So, basically, to sum it up, the narcissist turns against the same flying monkeys that help destroy your relationship. That is basically how I can sum up this video. The narcissist turns against the same flying monkeys that help destroy your relationship. Through their conspiring, their gossip, their backbiting, their slander. Yeah? The narcissist turns against the very ones that was part of that concoction. Who was part of that group that dragged your name through the mud. So trust me, justice does happen. Justice does prevail. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Appreciate every single one of you that like, comment, subscribe, even just view the video. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. If you want a more spiritual based channel, I've got a link in the description box to my new channel. You can check that out if you'd like to. If you would like to donate to this channel, you can find the details in the description box. And lastly, if you would want a one-to-one session with me, you can find the details about how to book that in the description box. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.